you and I, we have to sit and analyze our lives and recognize that we are our best friends and we can become our worst. In a world where anybody could say anything about you, in a world where anybody could create any kind of image about you that they what? Let your character speak for itself. Let your traditions and your morals and your ethics and the principles that you stand by speak for itself. Even in the marriage vows, one of the vows in the marriage says, never allow the words, the remarks and the observances of any unworthy and dishonorable person to cause strife in our relationship. For love is supposed to grow and advance as we advance in age. We're supposed to love each other more and more and more. It is the same with Bhagwan, with God. Our relationship with God daily should become stronger and stronger and stronger. And whether what anybody says to you, you're praying too much, you're singing too much, you're spending too much time, you're lighting too much diya, you're making too much smoke, whether what they say to you, that should not deter you from the pathway of devotion, bhakti. Bhakti is supposed to happen from your heart. And once it is genuinely happening from your heart, it comes naturally. There are people who don't feel complete if they don't light a diya every day. There are people who don't feel complete if they don't offer dhar every day. There are people who don't feel complete if they don't talk to certain people every day. There are people who don't feel complete if they didn't sit down in a particular chair or eat something or drank something particular. They feel as though their day was not accomplished. Well, I want to tell you, never feel accomplished until you have prayed to God. Every single day, you must pray to Bhagwan. And we have every single waking moment of your life. I grew up, Aji and Ajo. Anytime Aji belch, Narayan, Narayan. She get up and she foot catch a junjanji, she say Narayan, Narayan, Pongin Hani. Ajo say, what is that? Aji say, Narayan, Narayan. She pay no heed to him. It's natural. Our grandmothers and grandfathers, they got their doctorate before we were born, you all know. They're all doctors. You had a gum problem, they know what to take. Aji say, soak some alum in some water and gargle that. It goes, stuff me your gum. You all ever hear that? Huh? You had a stomach problem, they say, swallow a piece of hing. You had a gas issue, they say, eat some kalanimak. You all know what's kalanimak? You have to be old like me. You know what's kalanimak? Kalanimak is rock salt. When you digest that, you know what happened? All gas gone. You have to take that home, quiet. But you see, they did not go to the university. They got their degrees from experience. They got their degree from the way they lived and the traditions that they followed. The minute something happened to you now is none of those things. It's straight to the pharmacy. And you're buying the same thing, It's just that you didn't know what you could have used and what you could have done. The minute you feel a little sick is a little onion skin and garlic skin and bird pepper and salt and some mustard seed, and you get a little ongche dong. You all ever hear about ongche before? And depending on how it burn and how it smell, they say, Malju, bad, bad, bad. And this time is because they put plenty onion skin or garlic skin. They say, well, Najar. They take the broomstick right in front of your eye and they measure it wrong, And when they done jar, they say, one grow, bad Malju. You and Noel start to sweat. And they say, watch, I'm breaking out the Malju. But that's the condition of the mind, Your mind believes that if they break that piece of broomstick, you get better right away. That's how the mind is. The mind is designed that way. The mind tell you I'm good and you will always be good. And the mind tell you I'm sick, I'm tired, I'm catching a crab. Auntie Champa is sitting on the seat. We're in Princestown. I say, what happened? Why are you not sitting back properly? Put your back against the seat and sit down comfortably. You're in front. You're making me uncomfortable. She said, no, I good, boy. I say, you don't worry. Just now when we get onto that road and I shake you up upside down, right side down, left side down, inside out, you go sit down, settle. For the rest of the ride, she hold on the thing so. Huh? She said, boy, you could well drive, boy. You could well drive. And I know in her mind she's saying, slow down now. Slow down. Huh? She said, you could well drive. You could overdrive. You're a good driver. Tonight I want to tell you, in a world where you could be anything, be good to yourself first. In a world where you could do anything, do good for yourself first. You ought to be your own best friend. You ought to be your own keeper. I want you to do me a favor. Punch the person next to you and say, hey, you hear that? Ask them, you hear that? Be your own best friend.